and please state your name and generally where you live. Thank you.
Good morning, Pinal County Board of Supervisors. My name is Daniel Wood, and I'm a Pinal County resident. I'll get right to the point. When the right to vote is violated, the laws created and enforced by elected officials can no longer be considered an expression of citizens' free choice and self-determination. As the court said in Westbury versus Sanders, no right is more precious in a free country than that of having a voice in the election of those who make the laws under which the good citizens we must live. Other rights, even the most basic, are illusory if the right to vote is undermined. Our rights in the state of Arizona have been undermined due to severe violations of our First and 14th Amendment rights, electoral due process, and equal protection clause. In order for any type of voting machine to be used lawfully in Arizona, they have to be certified by the federal laboratories. These laboratories must be accredited by the Election Assistance Commission under the Help America Vote Act of 2002 to properly certify all types of voting machines and tabulators. The two laboratories and or government contractors which have issued machine certifications of voting machines in this state were not in contract to do so, and therefore any federal voting machine certification is void. These labs put themselves forward as if they were approved and legal to do business. The labs performed a service and accepted payment for service and issued certifications to imply that our critical infrastructure was safe. States depended on this to begin state-level due diligence. The False Claims Act, 31 U.S. Code 3729, protects from government contractors falsely billing the government for services while they are not compliant with laws, rules, and regulations. The federal machine certifications are false. The laboratories that issued certificates for voting machines were not even in contract to do work. These contracted labs committed consumer fraud by advertising falsehoods and misleading the public that the voting machines were certified according to law and that their companies were accredited, and they continue to defraud the state of Arizona and the people. 18 U.S. Code 912, whoever falsely assumes or pretends to be an officer or employee acting under the authority of the United States or any department, agency, or officer thereof, and acts as such shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not then more than 3 years, or both. In the court Reynolds versus Sims, the foundational decision of voting rights, the Supreme Court held that any alleged infringement of the right of citizens to vote must be carefully, meticulously scrutinized. The court further quoted Yickrow versus Hopkins, the fundamental right to vote protected by the Equal Protection Clause is also a liberty interest protected by Substantive Due Process Clause. In court case Griffin versus Burns, 1978, held that the Constitution confers upon the states the power to control deposition of contest over elections, state and local officials. To my Board of Supervisors, you have the power to right these wrongs. Please do.